I mean, Osimhen, Chelsea, that's a really mouth-watering prospect, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you touched on it there, but I feel like he's been linked to Chelsea forever. He's kind of one of those players that's either going to go there this summer or he's never going to go there and just carry on being linked with them perennially. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely an exciting prospect. I mean, you look at what he's done in Italy for Napoli. He's been a lethal goal scorer, particularly in that title-winning season for them. He's got a great record for his country as well for Nigeria. He just knows where the back of the net is. I have to say, I think Nicholas Jackson's, I know he's a kind of butt of jokes, but I think he actually had quite a decent season. He kind of grew into the Premier League a bit. So, I do wonder whether, whether he's had a bit of a raw deal in terms of the way he's perceived. He's still a young player. But look, if Chelsea can send Lukaku the other way, and obviously they've been trying to get rid of Lukaku for a while now and get Osimhen, then it would obviously be a really canny bit of business for them and immediately improve their squad and solve a couple of major problems. So yeah, it feels like a no-brainer to me on paper.
Yes, guys, welcome back to KMV, the number one Chelsea fan. Chelsea Football Club are cooking this summer transfer window. Last night, we heard rumors and speculations of Victor Osimhen being linked to Chelsea, and we all thought they were just rumors and speculations, nothing really concrete about such news. Because I can remember 2 months back, Chelsea said Osimhen doesn't fit Maresca's style of play. They are not interested in him and they are looking elsewhere. But as I'm speaking to you, you can see the joy in my face. As I'm speaking to you, Chelsea are making a move. And not just a move. This one, Fabrizio Romano himself has actually reported it. And what is that? We are going to get into it in details, and as well, we are going to talk about a certain news which has been there for a very long time, but as it stands, Chelsea are making it final. So before we go into it all, please don't forget to click that subscription button. Don't forget to drop your opinions, your corrections, and your contributions in the comment section, because I am number one Chelsea fan. Without further wasting of any time, according to David Ornstein, this guy is one of the legit transfer speculators, and he said that Napoli in ongoing talks with Chelsea to sign Lukaku, while discussion between Napoli and Chelsea also taking place about a move for Victor Osimhen in opposite direction. Lukaku would be permanent. Osimhen season-long loan plus option to buy. Osimhen could come to Chelsea on a loan move. See, you see Chelsea, if there is anything out there left for Chelsea to prove us, the fans, wrong, because as they look Chelsea, I believe they don't know what they are doing. But if they can still prove to us that they know exactly what they are doing, then they should get this deal done. They should go out there and get Victor Osimhen. Napoli themselves are now open to even reduce his release clause to the point where they will loan Osimhen to Chelsea and get Lukaku on a permanent deal. That makes a lot of sense. Like, there is nothing left in this discussion again. Chelsea should just go and get it. And I know some Chelsea fans were like, Osimhen an injury player, he will not fit Chelsea's style of play, he is this and this and that. Well, we are going to find out when this guy comes to Chelsea, but for now, let him come first. And I believe that Osimhen is that kind of striker who, if he should come to Chelsea, definitely he will do signs and wonders. He will prove to all his haters wrong. He will make Premier League a better place. Like this guy with Nicholas Jackson at that up front, Christopher Nkunku, Cole Palmer, trust me, no team out there will like to stand Chelsea. But the big question here is, can Chelsea make this deal happen? Can Chelsea Football Club make one good signing throughout the summer transfer window, since they have been signing kids up and down? Can they sign at least one player who, we the fans, we are satisfied with him? Can they do it? This is the question I am asking, and I would love to know your opinion on this particular rumor. Osimhen coming to Chelsea on a loan. Like, Chelsea know they buy him, now just loan. If he comes to Chelsea and become an injury player, Chelsea will let him go free, like no stressing. And if he should come to Chelsea and even help Chelsea to get Champions League football, definitely it will become an obligation for Chelsea to buy him. And I will be happy to see Chelsea signing this guy on a permanent deal. Like, Chelsea, please. See, Napoli, Kunte, you guys are doing a great job. Lukaku is all yours. Just give us Osimhen. It's left for Chelsea now to make the deal happen. Let's now talk about Conor Gallagher. You know, Gallagher deserves better. Throughout this summer transfer window 2024, Gallagher has been one of the most talked player at Chelsea. Like, Chelsea don't even value Gallagher again, and I don't think at any point Chelsea will slow down with that option of selling Gallagher. And I think Gallagher is on the verge of finally leaving Chelsea. I think Gallagher knows within him that he will leave Chelsea. Well, let it not be like you are hearing it from my mouth. Let's get on to the latest. According to Fabrizio Romano, Atletico Madrid and Chelsea are now in direct talks for Conor Gallagher's deal. Negotiation on the way for package worth around 35 million to 40 million euros. Add-ons included requested by Chelsea. Gallagher on top of Atletico's list as revealed in May. Now, not only Aston Villa are now interested in Gallagher, Atletico Madrid were also interested in Gallagher ever since, and Chelsea are now requesting from 35 to 40 million euros. Like, if any club can meet up with this Chelsea's expectation, definitely they will let Gallagher leave. Well, to me as a fan of Chelsea, I'm not first of all surprised. We have been hearing Gallagher leaving Chelsea for like 5 months now, and I think Gallagher should go. Like, if this is how Chelsea are now treating their players, Gallagher should go where he will be happy. You can't stay in a club where every day your club doesn't even defend you. At least, if at all, Gallagher will not leave Chelsea. And Chelsea should have come out and tell us Gallagher will stay. But since they are not saying anything about it, definitely Gallagher will leave. And as a fan of Chelsea, I think personally Gallagher still has a place at Chelsea. Like, if you are talking about football, if you are talking about winning games, then Gallagher should stay. This guy from the previous season, most of Chelsea players were injured. Most of them were not even consistent. But if you check on Gallagher, this guy gradually increased his performance. He gradually developed, and this guy even became one of our main players. Like, I looked at Gallagher to be one of our most reliable player after Cole Palmer from previous season. And if we are talking about development at Chelsea, now Gallagher. If we are talking about leadership at Chelsea, now Gallagher. This guy has almost every quality a player should have. Why are we pushing so hard to let him go? Well, now Chelsea. And I think him signing for Atletico Madrid will definitely make a good deal. He will play Champions League football. He will become a regular and a constant starter for Atletico Madrid, which is the dream for every player. They want to play football just like Julian Alvarez with Man City. He is now taking his time to decide, because him say City, they did not play him in important matches. They played him for like normal games, this Luton Town, Burnley, these games that really don't matter. But when it comes to Champions League games, those games where you want to show you are a big game player, Pep Guardiola would bench him, and he said he doesn't like that, so he would decide. It's the same with Gallagher. If he should sign for Atletico Madrid or even Aston Villa, he will definitely become a regular and a constant starter for these clubs, and I will be happy to see him play. Just like I said it before, if Chelsea doesn't value their players, good and fine. Let them bring what they think they can bring. But Gallagher leaving Chelsea, I don't agree with that idea. I think this guy should have stayed. But let's watch and see how that deal will go. Okay, let's see whether or not this guy will sign for another club. I think Gallagher should get at least 1 more year at Chelsea, the same as Victor Osimhen. Let's watch and see. But as I'm speaking to you, I think that deal is really close. Like, Napoli are really desperate to let Osimhen go. Do you think if Victor Osimhen should come to Chelsea, he will be that striker who will break defenders? He will be that striker who no defender would like to play against? Well, let me know your opinion and your corrections on that. And I want to ask you guys this one question before we end this video. Do you think that at Chelsea we can rely on Mudryk and Raheem Stanley at that left wing? Do you think these two guys are qualified enough to lead Chelsea at that left wing? To me, no. I think Mudryk at this point should be clear to us that he is not what we thought he was. No. There is nothing left for Mudryk. Maybe he can develop, or maybe Enzo Maresca can bring out the best in him. But I will not rely on Mudryk again. Raheem Stanley, the same. I think Stanley has actually passed his time. Hindom passed his time. That is just my opinion on that particular left wing. I would love to know what you all think, and please don't forget to click that subscription button, click that follow button, drop your opinions, your corrections, and your contributions in the comment section, because I am number one Chelsea fan.